It's Week 16 of the 2023 season. And coming up next is the Jets' field-stretching tight end. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Jets and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16. We've got a good game stretch between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Ready.
Tua to throw right away. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall to the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, if you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is a Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
They'll run with Hall. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point splits the uprights. It's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots to the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. From the 27, Wilson. On the completion, this is Carey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held to play the ball back. And they played pretty well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 7 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for and also gives you respect around the league.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But that was certainly
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully...
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A toss left side for Hall. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Colin Saunders gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They give to Burton, the fullback, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 1st down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle they go. T. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, point. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. What a great play there. With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now he's forced out left. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Got a man, it's caught. 10. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with team's jockeying for position. One thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the #1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to put them on tape and make your opponents watch them and say, oh, we got to prepare for that. A lot of ways they can go, knowing that they own the #1 spot.
64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
They run again with a fullback Burton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here. Things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 40 yards. And the Jets have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. It makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Another carry for Burton. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, Parker, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Tua sets up to pass it. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 10. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Throwing quickly to Wilson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jets are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Taken in at the 3. Miami set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua, he's got long over the middle, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Now Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On play action, here's Tua. And he is going to go down. Back again on the near line. And the goal is a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 32. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got Burton here. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wilson wants to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
So that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Bye.